Hi, I'm Omar from Omar's BI blog, and today we're going to take a look at another Leetcode SQL question to prepare you to ace your interview. Let's get started. All right, so here we go. We've got Leetcode question 185. It's a hard SQL question, department top 3 salaries. So taking a look at what we have here, we're provided with two tables. We have an employees table. It's got ID, name, salary, department. ID is a primary key for this table. Each row contains an ID, name, salary, and department for each employee. Okay, cool. And then we also have a department that goes along with each employee department ID. Perfect. So let's come down some more and see what the question is. Companies and executive are interested in seeing who earns the most money in each of the company departments. A higher earner in the department is an employee who has the salary, the top 3 unique salaries. So this is key here. Top 3 unique salaries. So there could be ties, and we want to maintain all 3 even if there's a tie. So let's take a look at the results here. So here we have one table, we have two tables. Here we are, just like I mentioned. So we have the top 3 salaries in each department. So here we have 4 IT entries, but you can see the 85,000 is unique. Okay, cool. So we're going to solve for that. One of the most important things when you're coding is to think about what it is that you're actually trying to accomplish, and think through from start to finish what it is that you want to do. So I know initially what I want to do here is I want to join these two tables, obviously, the employee table and the department table. And I want to take the top 3 by ranking, but not standard rank. I'm going to use a dense rank, and we're going to use a Windows function. So what a dense rank will do is it'll allow us to rank unique values and give us an output number. So in this case, when we look at the return sample set, we have these 4 IT records. If we use a standard rank Windows function, it'll give us a 1, a 2, and then a 4 because it's in the 4th position. But what we actually want is we want a dense rank, so we get a 1, a 2, and a 3, even though there's 4 values. Okay, so let's start off by getting those, doing a dense rank for each of the values that we want, and then after we pull back the values, we'll work towards limiting to the top 3. Okay, so let's first join the tables. The primary key here is going to be the department ID, so we're going to enter join the u.department. So department ID is equal to the d.department ID. Okay, what this will do is it'll give us the result for everything. We don't necessarily want everything, so what we're going to want is the employee name as ename. We're going to want the salary, so salary. We're going to want the department name. The reason we want the department name is you can see in the output result table here, we've got the name as opposed to the department IDs. So we're going to add the department name, dname, as dname. All right, so you can see there why I included the alias for each of the names. Okay, so what this will do, this will give me the join, but what I really want to do is I want to add a dense rank so that I can get a ranking of each of the departments. So let's add that in there. Okay, and so what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to partition this by department ID so that it'll give me a unique ranking within each of those departments. And then I'm going to want to order by, let's say, department ID and salary descending. So let's try that. Got my partition. I want to order by the department ID and then salary. And I'm just going to call this IDX for my ranking index or ID. Okay, cool. So if I run this here, I'm going to get the wrong results because it's going to return all of the results joined across these two tables. So really what I want is I want to get that wherever my index is 3 here. So let's put this into a subselect. And then here I'll just say select. So the output is going to be the the department name. So I'm going to want the name as department, and then the next column over here is the employee. So I'm going to put name as employee, and then salary. Okay, cool. So this will give me the output that I'm looking for, but what it won't give me is it won't give me the filter where my my ranking is equal to or less than 3. So let's do that. I also forgot to alias my table there, so I'm just going to drop in the A and include the from. So I'm selecting from a subselect. There's my alias table. I'm going to drop in my where clause, where IDX is equal to less than or equal to 3. And let's order by department ascending. I don't know if this is required, but it's ordered in ascending here. So it's by department ascending, and then salary descending. Okay, cool. The other thing that we can do is, if we want to increase the speed a little bit, we could add a read uncommitted, but I'm not going to do that here just for sample sake. But if you want to increase your speed for a few milliseconds on here on Leetcode, you can do that. All right, so I think I have everything that I need to solve this hard SQL question. Let's give this a go. I'm going to run this code. My mistake there. So you can see here on the department table, it's ID and not department ID. So that's my mistake. So I have DID. Let's try this again. All right. Accepted runtime. I'm going to go ahead and submit this. And there we go. Faster than 65% of other submissions. All right, great. There we have it. We just solved a hard Leetcode SQL question. I hope you enjoyed. If so, give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Leave your comments below if you do something different. If you're getting something different than the 65%, I'd love to hear the feedback. Leave your comments below. Thanks for watching.